Hey, good evening, good people. How are you doing? And welcome to the Coffee Talk here at Younib TV. And you know what, good people, thank you for always supporting this show and to the amazing commentary that I'm finding outside there. Parents appreciating what you're doing. The essence of this show is to keep the conversation going. Well, good friends, we're at a space and a time that the media has broadened up. The world is moving towards the tech side. And if you are not in this game, you are lost. Be it a businessman, be it even doctors, they are in the game of media. Even the people in the list that would respect the mechanics, they are also in the game. So today we have a media personality, a film entrepreneur, and a lady who's passionate about everything filming, cameras, production. Mama baby.
Yes, Anna.
How are you?
Hi.
You good?
Yes.
You know, I was in between the week, the way just trolled Facebook, and I saw I was tagged to a page that is called African Leading Ladies, and where you are passionately vouching for mentorship in terms of media. And I got interested to know you more. So, welcome to the Coffee Talk.
Thank you for having me.
This is where the conversation starts, but never ends. So, tell me, who is Benta?
My name is Benta Wangui, and I am a filmmaker.
Yes.
And a filmmaker in terms of I'm more into documentaries because that is where my love for documentaries is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm just a
it's actually, and this is what I love about having guys here, because you guys shout at us, eh?
Yes.
Now, Benta, where were you born? Where were you raised?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was born in Moyatebere, but we shifted to Malindi when I was around 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So mostly that is where I call home. Mm-hmm. That is where I've grown. And
why Malindi? Why do you think your parents picked Malindi of all places?
Yeah, because my granddad had acquired so much land in Malindi. So my dad was like, why can't we just move to Malindi where his dad was?
I'm sure Malindi is more of Italians, right?
Yes, it was when I was growing up. I don't know what happened. I think it's the economy. Yeah, the Italians are not compared to the past. Yes.
At least I've been to Malindi once, and I love the place. I truly admire the place. From where you're sitting, today we want to talk about filming, media, production. What do you think? Everybody now is a content creator. Everybody is a cameraman, camera woman. What goes through your mind when you see this?
I think people I think it's the economy. People are trying to find solutions to their financial needs. Mm-hmm. So everybody is like, why can't I be a YouTuber? Why can't I just be posting videos on Instagram so that maybe a brand will see me? Mm-hmm. But it's not because they are passionate about it. It's because they don't have jobs. So that's why you see everybody is a content creator, everybody is a camera operator, everybody, because they want, like, there's this illusion of, if I become an influencer, I'll make it big, which is true. But if you're not passionate about it, you're going to to be very mentally deprived because it's not something coming out of you.
Yeah.
So that's why you see some quit because I've done this for
it's not.
My YouTube is not growing, it's dark. So what do I do? But and then plus people have sexualized it so much to the point like now TikTok and Telegram, it's mostly nudes, and also Instagram like socialites. So for me, if I see someone like, I won't mention the famous socialites, but if I see someone has made it, I'm going to like, want to follow her steps. Now I become a content creator. I buy a camera, I do this so that I can get the sponsors and that life. So that's why I think there's an influx of content creation in Kenya.
What? Those cowboy movies where they shoot from the hip, They just throw a gun and they're like, pop. That's what she says that. Wait. You've done an elevated conversation there because actually let's say you've laid a good foundation to where we are going in terms of media. If you look even the government, 2022 politics, all owned by the media. If you look at the propagandist, they were owned by the media. Just the other day, I was sitting, I think, either it's you or someone else. I was asking, I think it was a friend of mine. I was asking, who creates these conspiracy theories that keeps Kenyans? Every time there's something happening in Kenya, we're always on the move. And having laid such a foundation that we are trying to achieve something, and in the achievement, we kind of mess, or we make it in the right way or the wrong way. I want you to tell me what inspired you to pursue your career in filmmaking and media.
I was always an entertainer since I was very young. My mom would tell me I used to write Celine Dion's lyrics and then sing them out to my aunts, her friends, because I can sing. So, but I am not so passionate about it. And then my mom was a dancer and I could watch her dance in clubs. And so I became a dancer as well. So I used to dance in Sunday school. We formed a group and, so my journey when it comes to entertainment, it's way back. Then because my dad is like education, so I had yes, like that is a hobby. Yes. So I was a very...
He's a traditionalist.
Yes. I was a very... so I became a bookworm. I was a very bright kid. Okay. And I went ahead and did analytical chemistry. I wanted to do media, but...
Okay. What do you...
Analytical chemistry.
That's in the degree level?
Yes. No, diploma, sorry. At Mombasa Polytechnic.
What is analytical chemistry? What is it?
It's mostly about lab. Like you analyze like this coffee. I have to test the amount of radioactivity that is in that coffee through a machine. And that was my job. So I used to always be in the lab from 8 to 5. I'm an entertainer by heart. So if you put me in an office or in a lab, no. So it reached a point I became so depressed. I felt like something was missing in me. And that is when I started going to Little Theatre Mombasa. And I joined a dancing group with my manager called Muscat Moreno, that guy. And we used to go for dancing gigs during the weekend. Now remember, I'm a lab analyst. Now
weekend you're an entertainer.
Yes, I'm an entertainer. And during that moment of rehearsals, an Indian man was like, I'm looking for an actress who can be a sexual worker in my play. And I was like, I had never acted before. Why not try this? So I auditioned and they were like, we just put you as a backup. I was like, cool. So I used to go there and I'm like, God, please, I want to be on that stage because I would watch the chosen actors rehearse and I really wanted that. So it emerged one of the main actresses was like, I can do this, I quit. And Benta was like, as a backup, come and join us. That was the first time I ever acted. And I was awarded. And it was my first time I acted. I was like, you are the best actor. And that is why I became an actress until today.
So, mind, you've gone. What did your parents think about this role? Did you tell them?
No.
Because I'm sure there's a parent outside there. There's a young guy, a young girl outside there. Through that experience, first of all, what do you think about it now?
It paved way to so many roles because when I shifted to Nairobi, I quit. Actually, I didn't resign from my job. I just ran away. I was like, I can never go back to this job. So there you are. Where are you?
I don't know. Media is it's so addictive.
Yes.
Once you taste it,
That's it.
that's it.
Yes, and it's something that was in me. It's just that nobody was tapping out the potential that I had. So the moment I shifted now to Nairobi and I quit my job, my mom was like, you're wasting your life. What are you doing? Like, why are you quitting a job and then coming to pursue acting? Like, what is acting? Okay, it's a joke to them. And I was like, what is 20K? I used to get paid 20 Gs per month. So what is that? Okay, I want to pursue my talent. And she was not having it.
So you came now to Nairobi?
Yes, and lived with my mom.
Now you lived with your mom. Now you made a very conscious decision for you to go full throttle into media.
Yes. And when I was in Nairobi, I got a call from a company in Upper Hill. I was applying for jobs in Mombasa when I was already employed. Now I was applying as a lab analyst because I wanted to come to Nairobi. So that would have been like a through path for me. But I never got any confirmation. So the moment I just shifted to Nairobi, then they called me, you applied for a job as a lab analyst. Would you want to go for an interview? I'm like, no, I'm already an actress. And then I remember the lady asking me, you shifted career? I was like, yeah.
So in Nairobi, which theatre group were you in?
I didn't now come as a theatre actress.
No.
I came for the TV. I wanted to be seen.
Which play?
So I came and I Googled productions in Nairobi and I found one that used to be called Spillworks. And it was a very huge production back then. Now it's closed because of issues. And that was the first time I became an extra. I wasn't paid, but I was like, I'm brushing shoulders with Avril. You know, these people.
Who did you meet?
Avril, this musician, she went to Netherlands. I can't remember her. She used to sing, you know her, but I've forgotten the name. Like celebs. Sister, I'm an extra. I don't even have a role.
I know the
but
feeling.
I feel like I've made it. You know, it's my first time seeing big cameras.
Yes.
And all those entertainers I used to watch on TV. Now they're like close by. I would take photos, post them. Hey, Benta, you made it up. Yes. I'm an extra. I'm not even being paid.
You know, before you go for a break, you remind me when I was a young man. There was that is around 1956. There's this guy called Peter Mudamba. He used to have a theatre group. I think it was called Mbalamwezi. Yeah, I think it was called Mbalamwezi. And the first time to go on stage, I met John Simbi Okumu. I met Kara Radu. Apparently I met my aunt on stage. I didn't know she's my aunt. She was called Lucy. I met who is who, like the people who are now in the filming in Netflix. I met through that.
Carol used to act.
Kavira, yeah.
Okay.
I've shared a stage with her, and I loved how she would pronounce words with John Simbio Kumu. Their prowess in English was, and I can tell the way they lift your soul when you're sharing stage with.
You feel like you're in Hollywood.
That's a journey of inspiration, people. Let's go come back and so that we know much of this. Because the more she's speaking about it, I feel you're truly answering to a lot of questions, or you're troubleshooting to the generation that is calling itself Alpha.
Yeah.
Who seem confused, even sometimes our generation. Let's go for a break, come back and have this conversation going.
Ever the best. Hallelujah. Ever the best. Hallelujah. Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back to the Younib TV, and the show is a coffee talk with the grandpa. You know, over the break time, I was just trying to get where Benta is coming from, and she's a spice bomb when it comes to. She's a woman who understands this media industry, and maybe to ask you, Benta, what made you believe in documentary? What did you? What triggered you?
I'm not a fan of fictional movies, so I love real movies, like based on true life stories.
Mhm.
So I was like, there are so many untapped stories from human beings, and I was like, this. I want to do this. I want to do documentaries because they will impact me and people that are watching, either negatively or positively. But in every documentary, there's an impact. There's a story behind it. So My passion for documentaries is because it's real. Like it's true. There's no fiction, there's nothing. It's just true. So that's why I dwelled. Sorry, is it delve or dwell? So that's why I went into documentaries. Yes.
Oh, okay. And in the field, what did you find a unique challenge? What's that unique challenge that you found in this field?
Of documentaries.
Yeah, or rather in the video, in the production.
Okay. Getting to find someone to interview. That's a very huge challenge.
And if you are going,
They want money.
why?
What do you have in store for me?
Kenyans. How?
Because personally right now I'm just posting on YouTube. It's not like I'm taking these documentaries to media, but I'm working on that. But for now it's on YouTube. But you find people think I'm making a lot of money because I am doing documentaries.
Oh, wait. Now, at that point right now, I even need to rewind this logo. What do you mean by a documentary?
It's documenting somebody's story. That's more of a documentary. If I come to you, you have a story behind who you are, right?
Yeah.
The challenges you've gone through and what you're trying to achieve. So that journey, I will document it. But the place I am right now, because this is my beginning stage, it's more of an interview documentary, okay?
Yes,
and maybe behind the scenes, I take B-rolls of you doing something, So that perception of documentaries have money, so you need to pay people, which is understandable because this person is creating time for you. You have nothing for them, so why would they?
But even the business community have a lot of stories to tell, and this will be, if I'm a business person, actually I'll pay you to even document my story because it's a success story. Looking from that angle, it's the other way.
Yes, but how many followers do you have?
It's not about followers, because I'll tell you this. You might have 1,000 followers and tell me whether I'm wrong. And I have 100 followers. You have 1,000. Yesterday there's a lady I was listening to on TikTok. She was saying that it's not about the good graphics that you're making. Are you making sales?
Yeah.
You get? Are you making sales? And I'll give you a good example. A friend of mine called Kavira Collins. He gets a gig at Rhapsody, where he does it on Friday. And the management, we step in and they asked us about what we're gonna do. And the guy I was just presenting, the eyeballs, and slowly it can't kushika. None of these people came from my Facebook. You get? But I used to post in other pages, and they used to come. So I do not understand how numbers work here.
I have done a documentary called Stories of Single Moms, and I had a very huge challenge getting these single mothers to talk. Okay, they need something like if you're not paying, okay, am I going to become a celeb? How many followers do you have so that I create time for you? Okay, so it's if you're not paying, you need to be up here with followers so that I can come and be a celeb. Okay.
Do you think we've been fooled by the followership kind of a story?
Yes. Even businesses, how many followers do you have? I want to see your Instagram. I want to see your YouTube channel. It's a challenge. When you're starting up, it's a very good challenge.
Many think, I don't know, but I think I must appreciate my clients because the ones that I present my idea to, even for sponsoring me as a person, as a show, you will never look at the numbers.
But you have a name.
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying. You're the grandpa, right?
I get you.
Yes. So if you're not known, you have no followers, you have no money to pay me. Okay, why am I creating time for you? You see?
So how are you going to change the tide then?
So you have to come up with something. I'm doing this documentary, and you have to basically lie. Okay, doing this documentary, and you will get a company. This is what I used to do. This is not my documentary. I am hired by a certain company, and once you tell your stories, they usually have jobs that you are going to get, and they might call you anytime to train you for free. And someone will say, "Okay, cool. Okay, just do your thing." That is how I used to get people to talk. But you even
Did it at some point have to break you? Did it have to break you? Did it crush you at some point?
Yes, I was like, okay, why am I even doing this? Okay, because if I don't have money, I'm starting out. I am not known. I don't have a huge following. How am I going to be Lingogi? How am I going to be like Afrimax? How am I going to grow if this is the challenge? And sometimes I used to dish out money, my own money, and pay. There are people who have paid for them to talk and share their own stories. But there are people who are hard to lie. Yeah. But once you are up here, it's a throw pass. You'll be getting so many stories.
And let me ask you, because I'm trying to think. Okay. So you're dishing out money. Number one, Grandpa has refused to be interviewed by you. So you pay me.
Yes.
At this time, do you have equipment?
Yeah, I had bought a camera, lights, sound. I was okay. But now getting people for me to start up was a huge problem. Yeah.
Okay. And let's, when you're telling your story, how do you bring it? Is it, how do you approach your storylines?
Documentary.
Yeah. Is it like for, let's say, something like Coca-Cola? We attach it with happiness. If you talk about coffee, some people believe when you take coffee, what an island. So if I see a documentary, what will come into my mind?
It depends on the topic. Like mine was more of highlighting the stories of single mothers, because there's this perception single mothers are like this, single mothers are the ones that are wrong in their marriage. So I was trying to. I talked to men, I talked to the single mothers, I talked to counselors, I talked to pastors. Like it was a whole group. So I wanted to highlight the stories of these women and the challenges they go through to reduce the stigma of being called a single mom. Personally, I'm even scared of being a single mom, because there's that, she's just a single mom, Yeah, so it lowers their self-esteem a lot. But them talking out, we realize, she went through this. That is why she became a single mom. She was abused. The hubby died. Or it's not because she left the marriage, or she was a feminist, or she is misindependent. She can't be submissive. No, there's always a story behind being a single mom. So you watching the documentary, you will realize, okay, you as a man, you you see there's an issue somewhere with this, the marriages.
And so that's from your side. And most of the time, most guys in the media, we don't think of these are the the audience. What will you want the audience when they look at your work? They'll be like, what is it that you want it to bring to their mind?
They are highlighting the problems in the societies, and the challenges, and now creating the solutions. That is why, like for the documentary of single moms, I brought in counselors, marriage counselors, and they expounded on why marriages are not working, why people are single mothers. So at least when you watch my documentary, you will have it will have a positive impact on your society, and not to judge people. Okay. No, like for the single mom now, I've not done another documentary, but I'm hoping soon I will. But for that, it's not to judge single moms.
Now, looking at how you're speaking, you are where we call the catch-22. You're dumb if you do, you're dumb if you don't.
Yeah.
How do you maintain your vision and now this logistical issue? How do you maintain that this thing has to keep on going?
Because at this age that I'm in now, I am not doing whatever I hate. Because before I became a filmmaker, I am from a family that is very business oriented. Like, fungua any business, just make money. Okay, it's not like you have a passion for it. And the first time I had 300,000, I opened a business of leather bags, pure leather bags. I taught myself how to make those bags because nobody wanted to mentor. So I did so much, and I wasted a lot of time and money in something that I didn't love because of the pressure. Open a business. Okay, like we want you to make it through business. So that is something, and it flopped. So my money and time went by. Another time I had luck and got 500,000. Oh, open a business. Okay. I went ahead, opened a restaurant. I had no idea on what the restaurant business is all about. I bought machines. I did everything. I bribed them. You know, like you have to bribe these people.
Yeah, sure. Is it? That's how. Actually, that's the most legal government.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Because I do not understand how they work. I have a friend. She has paid all the certificates, but they will still frustrate her.
Yes. Actually, mine was, I'm not going to give you this certificate until you give me extra money. And I'm looking at the certificates like this. So I had to dish in money. So, you know, my 500,000, in a span of 2-3 months, the business was gone. Because I didn't love anything to do with that, but because I'm coming from a family of open a business, it flopped. And now I told myself, this is the second trial. This was my second time. I have failed because I didn't love whatever I was being told to do. Even in Pesa, I flopped. Okay? So at this stage, you cannot tell me to do anything else other than film. Yeah.
So we can technically say you lost like a meter.
And imagine the mindset I have right now, the passion I have for this. Where would I be? Very far. If only I followed what my heart was telling me to do, not what my parents were telling me what to do.
I've once in my life been hit by such a incidents, and I found myself in a desert. How did you take care of your mental health at that particular time? Because Amita, by then you must be in your early 20s.
Yes.
Yeah, 24, 25.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why people they hit a keyboard.
I've tried suicide twice. The first time I lost the 300, God take me, I'm done.
I'm coming home.
Yes. The second time, the 500,000, I was super broke. I went back to my mom, and you know how staying with parents is, eh? Yeah. Depression kicked in vibaya sana.
So this was, I'm sure it was like cash money.
It was, yes, like, you know, it's like
your hard-earned money.
Not it was. They said the 500,000 was my dad. It was like, you know, because the 300 was gone when I opened the bag business. Now it was like, take this, do something about it. My mom, restaurant, so Benta, I got lost totally because you're told to obey your parents. All right. And sometimes it can lead you to a total mess. True. Let us just be real.
So how did you bring back your sanity?
So going back to my mom's place, the second the time I lost the 500,000, in a span of, I got depressed. I was not even getting out of the house. She was like, oh, she could look for things to do, I don't have the energy.
How did you know you were depressed? You were there in the signs?
Just staying in bed. I'm not doing anything. I'm just in bed. I'm just there. I don't want to talk. I'm just in bed. So how I came out of that situation, and I regretted why I didn't do what I was passionate about. Okay, I went the restaurant route. So how I came out of that situation after some few months, like 4 months, I got a call from a previous cast director. And he was like, "Do you still act?" I'm like, "Yeah. Can you come for an audition in the Real Households of Wangui?" I was like, cool, because they were looking for a coastal accent. So I went. It's like they had already chosen me. So that is how I managed now to save again and now start this journey.
So you've been to the Real House of Kawangware?
And I've been to Mother-in-Law, Real House of Kawangware, Mchungaji on NTV. Like I've done
what are you saying?
Serious. That's
niko na uzembe. I started looking. Kavira msita ni the celebrity.
I don't call myself a celebrity. Beyonce. Like I have been on TV series. Yeah, I've been in TV series. So this TRHK was another opportunity God gave me. And that is how I managed now to start my journey in filmmaking. Let me tell you, I've had people, are you even making money? I know what I did in the past, and I don't want anybody telling me anything. Okay, don't tell me to start doing sijui kazi biashara, sijui go buy belts of clothes. I'm not doing that. That is not.
And media has money.
Entertainment has money. People don't even understand that.
I was discussing. I think when we were having coffee with you, I think yes, you are the one I was having the discussion with. That the way America, like Jay-Z or 50 Cent, will be walking outside Hilton or whatever hotel, and the paparazzi are there, the magazine, the online blog, the tabloids are there, doing the stories. I think we've not reached there yet.
Because of this notion of entertainment, we are so old school, like open kabiashara of selling tomatoes or ujipawa or fine if you have a passion.
You know what a friend told me? Let's not digress kidogo. Nyinyi watu wa ujipawa, I was told that nowadays they are putting Viagra in that thing.
I hear, so I don't know. So it's a way of making money. Let me tell you one thing. I was a hawker when my restaurant went down. I had to buy the smoky trolley, okay, and I put it in the streets.
You have to do something, monkey, for them to.
Let me tell you one thing I understood about Nairobi streets. I was told by a kanjo, you are just a tenant in this country. They are landlords. So you're coming to these streets as a softie. And that is when I realized people are running after money. They forget their purpose in life. And that is why you see these hawkers and these biashara-driven people. They're always mad, angry. They're making money, but frustrated, bored. That is what I experienced in those streets. And I realized people are doing things for money. They forget why God created them. Me putting me as an entertainer in an office because I need a salary, I need to pay my bills, it will frustrate me. It will depress me, but I have to stick there because I need the money. Okay? Now you find someone has so much money in the street, but he's roasting maize, yet he has buildings, rentals. It's a true story, I can tell you for a fact. And a guy, an old man, he roasts maize in Nairobi streets, but he has so much money. And you wonder why? Why are you doing this to yourself? Like, it's always about money, money, money. You forget why God created you, your purpose. You find Churchill, he's happy because at the end of the day, he has money. He's getting money from what he's passionate. Yes, he's passionate about. But you, because you have that, I have to open a biashara, you become stressed, and these mamas in the streets are always angry, bitter. Like, why are you not buying my stuff? Frustrations.
You remind me of a book that is called Noise. I think Noise by the Human Erra or something, where I feel like it got to a place where like noises got inside you. Grandpa comes and tells you, unaweza kikombe, you know what, Benta? You can sell iPads.
Yes, you go straight. You're not even passionate about it.
But we do not have to sit back and ask yourself, what is Grandpa doing? Am I happy? And do parents see these struggles? Do your parents see these struggles?
No. As long as you are working, you are selling anything that you are supposed to sell. Even Sahi, I remember my mom asking me, are you making any money? So you go and I'm like, I have listened to this advice and I'm not going to. And one thing, okay, if you look around, there are people that ignored such advices and they followed their passions. Right now, they are very far away. Very far away.
The bitter truth is that as much as you guys are going to follow this passion, the bitter truth is that it takes time.
Yes.
And patience.
Yes, and that is what people don't understand. Like, I start doing documentaries today, you expect me by tomorrow I'm rich. There's a guy called David Ambuka. If I tell you how, like his story, I was there when he started. He's a very huge filmmaker in Mombasa right now. His mom was like, don't do this. Okay? But he followed his path. Not like me, I was easily swayed to go the other direction. But him, he stuck. Do you know? He made a film worth 8 million and it was nominated in Oscars last year. So if at all he opened this to biashara we are being told to open,
Will he be there?
No. I think he's the most successful one in his family right now. And that guy was
the future. Was the future for Benta.
And it took him, I think, around 2 years, if at all I remember. But he was consistent. The success doesn't just occur abruptly. Yeah, it doesn't.
What's the future?
For me?
Yeah, what does the future look like?
For me, I just want to be a film producer. That is what my future entails. And for me to make movies that are based on true life stories, because I have so many stories from people, and for the media to appreciate my work, and for me to, like one day visit Hollywood and say hi and just go back to Kenya and go back to Malindi and just do something about Malindi, because there's nothing like education when it comes to film and media.
Wow. Listening to Benta, you can have a whole session just to listen to the stories. And sometimes passion drives us to a point that nobody understands this apart from yourself. How can they reach you? Maybe your social media, your YouTube?
My social media is Benta Wangui on Facebook and KUI Production on YouTube. Hui Production, KUI. Yeah.
Let's go for a break, come back, and you know what? start following her on socials, see her work. Let's go for a break, come back.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
You know what, good folks? This is the Coffee Talk, and I, one and only the grandpa.
How do you merge motherhood with all this? At what point do you get time with your daughter?
I have to say, motherhood is bittersweet.
Welcome to the Younib TV.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Sage himself.
Nini unaweza angalia useme ulifanya impact moja, let's say kani Kangeni, kama ni hapo Parklands, nakumbuka kuna time tuliekanga show moja ikajaa.
And today in our coffee talk, as we enjoy our cup of coffee and unwinding the evening, there is a difference between being a cheater
and a liar. Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference, there is a thin line between a cheater and a liar.
Very good, people. This has been the Coffee Talk Show with I think Grandpa. And you know what, good people? Life has solutions. It's only that we do not speak. And if we do, we fear. We have solutions. But sometimes when we get these solutions are distorted. Keep it here at Coffee Talk, where the conversation starts and never ends.
Join me every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. for great conversation here at the Coffee Talk. Younib TV. I want the best.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back to the Coffee Talk with I the Grandpa here at Younib TV. Ever the best. And you know what, good folks? I think a time like this is when you sit back and realize the multi potential that we have as young people. From Benta, analytical, chemistry by profession, her dream and desire of being in the film media industry could not hold back. Losing 500,000, 300,000. If you put some few logistics here and there, comes to around 1 billion. At an early age, I don't think there's anything that can break a soul. But they say, it's so Jawan. It's so Jawan. Let me ask you. Now, you're in the deep end. What would you look back and be like, if I did this right, I would not be here today? In terms of filming.
I mean,
Like the way I asked you, the story that you're giving me about the one that you bought. What would you have done different?
Okay. All right. In terms of filming now,
Yeah.
I would have saved all that money and bought very good equipment. Like very good equipment. Like a good camera, sound, good lighting. So yeah, that is what I would have done differently.
What's the trend are we looking about in 2024? In terms of films that you've seen, the short stories. There's one short film that you can read about Sita Chronicles. I used to follow it a lot. I don't know at some point the actual produced. Do you think there is a time that we shall have a continuity of these short stories to where companies are going to invest? What's the future like in terms of social media and filming?
The future is so bright because right now we are in the digital era. So if you have very good, either be it short film or feature film, and you just post it on YouTube or any other platform, you're going to go very far, very fast. I know a guy that has produced a movie, and just one movie, his first movie, and right now he's earning a lot because he didn't even go to the media productions, just word of mouth, like I have a film, using these influencers to market his film. Now he's showcasing his film in the theaters.
Wow.
And people are paying like 2K to just go and watch his film. That is his first film. So for me, the future is very, very bright.
Are you thinking of stopping the social media?
Stop?
Storming the social media.
Yes.
You must like feeling your presence.
Yes. Yes, social media is everything because how am I going to reach people to watch my film, or how am I going to reach even media personalities? It's by social media right now.
And when you're talking about filming, you're also looking at documenting even the entertainment scene in Kenya. I've not seen a serious documentary done on. At least I've seen political issues are well documented. A lot of people do it, but for entertainment, none.
Documentary costs money, and those that are already doing documentaries, they don't post them on social media. They go for Netflix, they go for these media productions. So you'll never see it anywhere. But if you have Showmax, you'll watch it there on Netflix, yes, because that is where money is. Yeah. But social media, it's rare. You just see a trailer.
And because right now people have, and I'm just generalizing, that's why I'm putting a quote and a quote. People are generalizing, saying the concentration span, kidogo. Is it true? Because I find if I'm interested in such a certain topic, I go full hog watching.
Concentration, I think it depends with your audience, because if your audience is youngins, like young people, they want something very fastly edited. Don't dwell on one scene for like 10 minutes. They're going to leave. But if your audience is more of an aged group, people that want information, so you find if you quickly edit that footage, they're going to be confused. What are you doing?
No, that's where I am.
Yeah.
I love I always fight with my producer and my cameraman, Mr. Elias, because I tell them I just need one camera to focus on me and the discussion. They tell me they need close-ups. I don't know, they need what. I'm in that where. So there is future. There is money.
Oof, there is money. But you have to, don't think that you'll just come into this field and the next day you are successful. You must know people, you must have money, you must, penya penya. Right now I'm doing everything. I'm the producer, I'm the camera person. I'm the one doing my two lights. I'm almost everything. But when that time comes, and I also edit, so I do everything.
Wow. Maybe you can have a look at that camera, and maybe you can speak to the business community in terms of we can ask for their support. The issue is watched by the business people, family.
Okay.
You might find a business owner kwa mahali na ameshindwa kwenye atapeleka hii pesa yake. Speak to them.
Yes, come invest in me. You're not going to regret. Come invest in me. There's so much potential, like so much potential. I can even come to your business and just advertise your business in terms of very good advertisement video. And just invest in me so that I'll be able to buy good equipment. I'm still using a very old school camera. I don't even want to mention the name of the camera, but it's very old school. But
maybe do a proper pitching for you. You're a businessman outside there and you want to do advertisement for your business, content creation, like short clips for what you do. And the mistake that maybe most of the businesses do is they wanatukwanga ka video kamoja ni kwa na run advert for a whole year. You get that?
Yeah.
And you need such kind of a person to sit down with, curate your own, how do you call it? Videos.
Yeah.
Have variety of them that speaks different age sets, age groups and all that. You can reach out. What's your Facebook? What's your TikTok? Hizo zote, patiana.
Yeah. Facebook is Benta, Benta, Wangui. And my YouTube channel is KUI Production, Kui Production. Yes, that is where I'm mostly active.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you planning to bring the production on Facebook also?
Yes.
Okay.
I already post on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, but mostly I want people to just go watch the full, on YouTube because of so many restrictions. So YouTube, at least, it's much better for me. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good people. This has been one spice bomb kind of conversation. I'm still consuming a lot because I thought I was nearing to the end of the media business, but I'm saying I'm only scratching. To you, a parent outsider, and maybe you have a student or your girl or your boy, don't force them. Don't force them.
Yes.
Let them channel their own path. They might be the next Peter Nyong'o.
Exactly.
The next BA.
Yes. If Nyong'o didn't want Lupita, you see, we wouldn't be talking about Lupita. So
or the next Barack Obama. Or
exactly.
Kenyatta. Or Raila Odinga. Yeah. Or Chris Kirubi. The late Chris Kirubi. And I find that maybe the parents should let this. Sometimes you take a risk.
Yeah.
Unajiambia sitatuma hii pesa yote. Let me see where you can go. For people, it's been a great conversation with Benta. And having that she spoke about media, maybe you want her services, you can reach out. You can comment, we'll get back to you. And you know what? Adios, muchachos. Goodbye, God bless you, and good night.